Sirri Saqti Rahmatullah alayhi, very great personality, very pious person, one of the great awliya of his time. He was once going somewhere, traveling. Those days people would, and until the recent past also, a very common thing, somebody needed to go somewhere which is 10 miles away, 15, 20 miles away also. Many a person would walk. So he was walking and going on a long journey somewhere. And en route he got tired, he needed to rest for a while. So he rested under one tree. While he was resting under this tree, this is in the qudrat of Allah Ta'ala, that Allah Ta'ala has made insan speak, Allah Ta'ala can make anything else speak also. Suddenly he hears this tree is saying something. Now, in whichever form this conversation happened, Allah knows best. But this is the conversation that took place between him and this tree. So now, so to say, as of giving him a lesson, so the tree is saying to him, الناس يرمونني بالأحجار وأنا أرميهم بالأسمار. People throw stones at me, I throw fruit at them. Now, often this happens when the tree is high, the branches are quite high, and the fruit is now out of reach. So people to try and bring the fruit down, so they throw stones to try and drop the fruit. So now when they throw stones, so eventually the tree throws back something. So it throws back fruit. So now this was the point that the tree is making, that people throw stones at me, but I don't throw back stones at them. I throw back something that is very nourishing, very good, very delicious. So a message and a lesson that people will throw all kinds of things to you, you don't return in kind if it's negative. With something negative, you return with something positive. And this is what we have been taught in the Hadith Sharif actually. وَأَحْسِنْ إِلَى مَنْ أَسَاءَ إِلَيْكَ. The one who has treated you badly, you give him good treatment in return. This is a matter of akhlaq now. So in any case, mashallah, this was an excellent lesson. On the one side, this was a tremendous good about the tree. In any case, he thought something and something crossed his mind. So he said to the tree now, that if you are so good, mashallah, and this is indeed such a good thing, how come you still finish off in the note where you finally get chopped up and burnt? In other words, people use you for firewood. So now that's not, so to say, a positive ending. That you get chopped up and you get burnt as firewood. On the one side you have such a wonderful quality in you, why is this your end result? So the tree then responded and said, Amilu fil hawa'i hakaza wa hakaza. The problem with me is, I am not firm in one position, I keep going with the wind. The wind blows in one direction, I also incline in that direction. If the wind blows in the opposite direction, then I incline in the opposite direction. I don't have firmness in my position. Obviously, a tree is not mukallaf, a tree is not answerable and responsible for anything. This is just a message and a lesson that the tree is saying that because I, so to say, for our understanding, that I don't have istiqaamat. Because of my lack of istiqaamat, despite the good I have in me, eventually I end up falling like this, that I'm chopped up and burnt up as firewood. So that's just, obviously the tree is not going to be questioned about anything on the day of Qiyamah, neither will it have any azab of any sort. But this was the lesson for insan, that on the one side, take a lesson from the things around you also, that all these things have such, so to say, good qualities in them. So a mu'min is a person who he looks for every good. Like in the Hadith Sharif, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, Al-hikmatu dallatul mu'min. That hikmat and wisdom is the lost property of a mu'min. Wherever he finds it, he takes it. Doesn't matter from where he found it, but provided it's something really to do with some good, then whatever is good, he'll take it. So likewise, he'll take the good from things around him too. But at the same time, this is a lesson of istiqaamat. To the extent that there's istiqaamat, there'll be progress and there'll be a good end result. And if there's no istiqaamat, then Allah forbid, don't know when, sometimes while many moments would be very good, but if a person has now that inconsistency sometimes, if he goes on a low end and then he carries on falling backwards, it can take him very far behind. So the very crucial thing is to build up the istiqamat. Al-istiqamatu fawqa alfi karama. It is more greater than 1,000 karamats that a person has developed. Istiqamat. Istiqamat doesn't come by taking very big jumps overnight. It comes by building gradually. Obviously there's no compromise on the necessary things, but building gradually, consolidating and adding to it gradually, with the mashwara of whoever we are taking as our senior, and in that manner gradually a person keeps building up. This finally brings that istiqamat. Allah Ta'ala gives us.
अल्लाह अल्लाह कैसा प्यारा नाम है, आशिकों का मीना और जाम है।